video today is taking risks. The first point for today is embracing the unknown. Look, when you take risks, you step into the unknown. It's like venturing into uncharted territory. You know, you're not comfortable. You don't know what's gonna happen. It's just everything's new, everything's unexpected, right? And now sure, there's a chance that you might encounter unexpected obstacles, right? But there's also the possibility of discovering something incredible, right? You gotta think of it like that. Sure, you might get a new obstacle along the way, but in the long run, you could find something that you like, that you wanna do. And you will never find that unless you take risks. Now imagine this, right? You're at a crossroads. You can either play it safe and stick to the well-trodden path, or you can veer off into a wilderness of uncertainty. Which one do you want to choose? Seriously. Which one will be more meaningful to your life? Staying on the path, the trodden path, the path that's going to take you to a place where you know you're going to go. Or you're going to go into the unexpected, AKA the wilderness, right? Not knowing what to find. There's going to be danger, there's going to be obstacles, but you can find something in there that will change your life forever. Gotta think about it like that. Point 2, creativity flourishes on the edge. Creativity doesn't thrive in a padded room. It needs a bit of chaos, right? A dash of unpredictability. When you take risk, you're essentially inviting creativity to dance. Think about it, the most innovative ideas often emerge when we're pushed beyond our comfort zones. You think Elon, when he made Tesla, he was in the comfort of his home? No, he's out there hustling and grinding to figure out what it is that he wanted to make. And guess what? It's one of the top selling cars. I see it everywhere I go. And he would have never have came up with the idea of Tesla if it weren't for him taking risks. Point 3, failure isn't the end, it's a detour. Failure, it's a word that sends shivers down our spines in a sense, right? It scares us when you hear the word failure. You're like, oh, I don't want to hear that. It's like a word that makes you cringe, right? But let me tell you something. It's not the villain in your story. It's just a bump in the road. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you're doing, failure is inevitable. You can't dodge it. You can't dodge it. Sure, you can go 20 years without a failure. I highly doubt that though. But let's just say you do. You're gonna run into one eventually. It's not like something where you can play safely around and you're gonna avoid it. It's gonna happen. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. There's gonna be times where it's good, times where it's bad. As simple as that. But the sauce, the recipe for this is how you handle these missteps or how you handle these failures, right? Instead of treating failure like it's the end of the road once it happens, embrace it as a growing moment, a growing point. Yes, I failed, but guess what? This is gonna make me into who I am supposed to be. Instead of looking at it as, well, I failed, I give up, I'm done. No, don't take the easy way out of this. When you fail, it's a learning moment. As somebody once said, I'd rather learn from losing than not learning from winning. You know what I mean? Because losing is when you learn the most. If you're winning, guess what? You think in your head, well, we're winning, so we're obviously doing something right. So you never sit back and think, am I doing anything wrong? Am I doing anything not up to par? No, you never think like that. But when you fail or when you lose, that's when you highlight, or the parts of you that aren't up to par will get highlighted. It'll show you what it is that you need to get better at, what you need to just get up to par in a sense. Reflect on what happened, pretty much. Reflect if you fail, if you lose, whatever it is. Reflect on what happened, learn from it, and bounce back stronger. And resilience, the thing that everybody wants, resilience, it is born. The whole idea of resilience is born through hardship, through failures, through the fire, through the flames. So you're gonna have to go through it. If you wanna be resilient, you have to go through it. Simple as that. Point 4. Confidence grows when you stretch. Now, after hearing this point, or the title of this point, you're gonna be like, what is he on about? Think of it like this, right? A rubber band. It stays coiled up in a drawer or wherever at. It stays coiled up pretty much, if not used. It remains unchanged. But when you stretch it, it gains flexibility and resilience. Now, similar to you, taking risks stretches your comfort zone, allowing you to discover untapped reserves of courage and confidence. You can't stay coiled up in your safe spot, your safe zone, your comfort zone, whatever you want to call it. You gotta sometimes take it out, stretch your comfort zone, and the best things will happen to you. I promise you that. Each risk you take, whether it's speaking up in a meeting, asking someone out, or pursuing something that you're passionate about, it adds a notch, or adds let's say video game wise, levels you up in the confidence category. It levels you up. And look, even if things don't go as planned, you'll still have a story from it. You ask a girl out and you get the most hurtful, hateful rejection ever. It turns into a good story. Think about it. A story that you can tell your friends now. They might laugh at you, might make fun of you, but guess what? It's a story. It's a story to tell. And it's a story that you can tell once you do become successful, to show people that, hey, it is never over when you go through harsh, tough moments. Failure is inevitable, so why not take risks? It's Truski. I love y'all. Much love and peace.